Thank you, Charlie. I'm going to have to depart from my notes to add another dot to Charlie's connecting the dots here. Notes, this is an anecdote that regarding life with Lee from his formative years here at West Point. Took place in the late winter, early spring of 1974. So we were first classmen at the time, living in Old South Barracks, the 31st Division on the northwest side. And one of the phenomenons that was spreading virally across the American college scene that year was streaking. Okay? As phenomenons go, he usually gets to West Point late, and sure enough, it was late. But it finally got there, and it created quite a buzz around campus, and what turned out to be is that most of the streaking that was being done was in the 20 or 30 minutes after taps is when it was being done. And that may sound really stupid and ridiculous for an all-male campus with no women within a half a mile to get out the street across the area or whatever, but I think that's probably what attracted Lee and me to this particular anecdote episode. So we decided that we wanted to get engaged with this phenomenon and do our part. So this particular night, all rights were given at tap, so we convened down under in the sinks of the 31st Division and prepared for our gig. And so what happened, there was such a buzz around it that once the all rights were given, people would gravitate to the windows overlooking the area. All the cadets to see if anybody's going to do something stupid down there. And so we didn't want to disappoint. We got our little thing together, and about 10 minutes after tap, out I came from the sinks of the Old South in the 31st Division, wearing nothing but my black high tops. Running as fast as I could, and I headed out camcorder across the area towards the 38th Division. And about 12 seconds later, out comes Lee taking the steps 4 at a time. I'll say that when I came out, there was a big hurrah from the crowd because, hey, we got somebody entertaining us tonight. And so Lee comes out about 12 seconds later, and there was a horrified gasp from the crowd because Lee was dressed in his dress greens. Dress shoes and saucer cap. And there wasn't an eyeball looking that didn't think that this was a member of the tactical department that was in hot pursuit of some poor naked cadet. A few strides later, I got up to where the clock tower was, reached up to just the right of the clock tower, and I executed a large, sweeping left-hand turn, just like Lee had drawn it up down in the sink. So I made that turn and headed like I was going to East Barracks or Pershing Barracks now, and Lee was gaining on me, and he made the turn too, and then I made another big sweeping turn like I was going back down on the street by the 720 and the side of Old South. And so Lee started making, one of the things was in making turns was my black high tops got a lot better traction than his dress shoes. Gained a little bit because of the apparel I had on. But when Lee made his final turn back to go towards the 31st Division, he gave it one of these sort of Keystone Cops moves like. And at that point, the audience realized that this was a skit. It really wasn't tactical. So we both made it back into the sink safe and congratulated ourselves on a good episode. And I guess if there is a takeaway from this, it's that hanging out with Lee can be a lot of fun, but you can find yourself in some very precarious situations.